lovelies, this is recording of 3 on my part 2 of What If Deku Was Betrayed, and if things look how it was before, I'm recording on my old phone, because somehow it's not working on my new one. So here it is, part 2 of What If Deku Was Betrayed. Where we left off is where I'm gonna skip over some stuff, and I'm gonna summarize it. So basically, All Might and Aizawa told Deku that he's no longer safe at UA, and they gave him a disguise to inform his mother on what's going on. Everyone in Class 1A, except for a few, thought Aizawa was still scolding Deku and teaching him a thing or two, which means beat up. When in actuality, Deku's packing up every single stuff he has and owns, and some students, aka the Deku Squad, Momo Yaoyorozu and Minoru Mineta, are outside giving him goodbye hugs and telling him that, as well as Mr. Aizawa and All Might, saying that they're not gonna let this slide, they're gonna try everything in their power to fix it. And Deku even gives them his notebooks on everything. As Deku said, I know you guys will. And so Deku goes into a restaurant, changes into his disguise, goes home, explains why he's there to his mother, takes off the stuff, and then they grab the essentials, which is their stuff, and drove about 2 or 3 miles out of the city. Deku was bored, so he fell asleep. After a while, Deku woke up and now, I'm sorry if I sound like a bit rushed, I'm just listening to music and it's getting me pumped up and I want to finish this. And so Deku wakes up a couple hours later. He sees a golden wheat field, a warehouse, a cattle, as well. As he looked to the driver's side, about to ask his mother, why are we in this field? As then he sees an elderly man around his 70s or 80s. As then he looks around more, he sees his mother in the passenger seat sleeping. He asks, who are you? What have you done to my mother? Why are you driving me and her out of here? And I won't hesitate to punch you if you are a villain. As the person said, hey, calm down, I am your grandpa. You do not treat people like that. I know, but I'm my guard is up because what if people are gonna go after me? Yeah, don't worry. UA kept it a secret for a while. Kept what a secret? They're not gonna tell anyone because the way I got it was from your mother, and I haven't heard anything about it on the news. Any news station. So that means they're keeping it a secret, which is good in our case. Okay, so what do you do for a living, Grandpa? In a sarcastic voice, he said, do not get that tone of voice with me, young man. Even though you have no idea who I am your grandpa. Okay, from your mom's side. And also, keep your voice down. Your mother has a bit more sensitive ears than others, as well as there's 2 other people in the back. They claim to be friends of the people who are sending you over here for your guys' training. And Deku said, okay, as he looked back and see a retired elderly hero go by the name as Gran Torino and someone else. As Deku looked on and asked, okay, what do you do for a living? The guy said, I am your grandpa, as well as I own a farm and a work shelter. Technically, me and your grandma work on farm equipment for hero stuff, as well as helping other agencies that help with heroes, and as well as we help build stuff as well. Sorry if this sounds like a bit rushed, I have to get this going, because this is the 3rd retry of this. Okay, we're here as he drops off into like a normal two-story building. As the guy told him, get the luggage, and this is gonna count as your training. As Deku goes out, opens the trunk with his grandpa, and then he sees his luggage, his mom's luggage, and two others, which he believes is Gran Torino and the other person, and some other bags, which hold food and other stuff. The grandpa told him to put two bags that are holding the food in his on his elbows. As Deku does as he said, and then he hold the other bags of the other two people, which is Gran Torino and the other guy. He told Deku to, when he goes inside, go upstairs, head to the left, and down the hallway you could see two ways. Go to the left again, and there's gonna be two doors in front of each other. The elder man goes to the left, the younger guy goes to the right. And for you and your mother, go down the exact same hallway, but instead go right. There's two doors. On the left is yours, your mother's right. As Deku does as he was told. And then he decided to go down and check on what's happening. He sees the old guy trying to wake up the other three. Instead, Deku said, then let's just leave them in the room. As they did so, Deku said, okay, you and Grandma have to introduce yourselves to me since I don't know you guys fully and you do not know me fully. As the guy said, that's reasonable, so this is your grandmother, Izai Shona. I have no idea what Shona means. I should have looked that word up. Anyway, I'm sorry for anyone. She is your grandmother, and I am Kani Shona. Oh, so then, nice to meet you both. I am Izuku Midoriya, your grandson. As they both said, oh yeah, we know that. But since you're basically in our territory, you also have to help out around. Like I said, yeah, that's fine with me. I'd rather help out because basically being trapped here, well, not trapped, being forced to be here and not being to the school where my dreams are and being forced to be treated as a criminal hurts me badly because I know you two probably have a lot of work on your hands and you don't want to deal with people like me, or and it sucks because people want to get me in jail for something I did not do and someone framed me because of it. That's why I'm a bit mad as I could sound in my voice. As they said, okay, your first task, as the elderly woman said, you have to basically plant stuff by the old-fashioned way, which is pulling a metal thing. I forgot the name, but normally a horse does it, but this is supposed to test your strength on how to do it. Okay? As like I said, yeah, as your grandpa will be looking over you during this training. And as Zeka does it, he's struggling, he's trying to move it as hard as he can, and it's not working. As Deku goes in, as the grandpa said, hey, you're doing it wrong, you're supposed to pull it from the opposite side, you're pushing, not pulling. You have to pull from the ropes and just move forward with your lower legs pushing forward, while pushing the dirt behind you, which causes momentum and moves the thing forward. As Deku does so and it's moving, Deku's been doing that for over a week now, and doing several other stuff like picking trees, picking fruits from trees, helping get out stuff from the old-fashioned way, as well as helping around the company. Deku's grandma and grandpa work are a hero support company. They helped out the Shields, the Yairozus, as well as hero businesses, as well as internships. Like Tsunadai's entire internship, they helped out with him, as well as endeavors. And Deku slowly builds up a lot of muscle and grows up as well. Now Deku is literally 17 years old. And hold on, I'm gonna try to find a photo for you guys to see how tall he is. This is the best I could find. As you could tell, Deku is actually really tall now. His body's way more toned down. Like, he's tall and muscular, but he's lean as well. As Deku is continuing, his mother comes out and sees that he hit his calves against a tree, which instead of hurting Deku, the tree shakes and all the fruit fell down in baskets that he has around the tree. As he grabs them by his hands, lifts them up on his shoulders and carries them inside. As Inko tells him, "Hey, Izuku, your All Might and everyone else called. They told that you could come back into UA now." As Deku said, "Wait, really? I could go back?" "Yes, they're on the phone right now. Here, pass me some of those, and you could take the call and call them." As Deku gives some of them to his mother, as he gets on the phone and All Might says, "Ah, young Midoriya, how have you been?" Deku said, "Hey, I'm all Might, I've been doing fine. How have you been in the rest?" "Don't worry, young Midoriya, we found a way for we could prove you innocent. And now you could come back. That's great news. I'm happy that you are now back in UA. Your group and your friends are excited to see you. Let's just say they've been praying for this day for a long time." As Deku said, "Oh, wait, really? How long? Have you ever gotten the sense of time? It's been 3 whole months since your exile from UA. This is all for now."